that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for...
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Mexico City Diablos. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Allen's throw is complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ronald Jones.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
59 mark, check. 5-5. Pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Hey, tight.
To throw again, Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory. Down at the 33. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Mexico City, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Push him back.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Jones, the ball carrier.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Jones.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Check 59. Mike. Mike the 59. Down to lose 1. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9". Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't half 85. Half 85. Don't get nervous.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, Allen. He may try and run for this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Operating from the gun, Allen eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Third down and 5.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check 59. Minus 59. Minus 59. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
Operating from the gun, Allen flushed out right, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown ground, and his guys are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He's brought down
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's get this. Hey, check right. Watching your phone. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch. We got it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Xavier Howard on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 12, Allen dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen now to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Gay's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morrison. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Allen on the move to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
You ain't gonna burn me.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On play action, here's Tua. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Miami.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And some space here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Dolphins.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Another carry.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another Mexico City first down.
Operating from the gun, Allen toward the pylon, caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. from 6 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky.
And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
59, Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59. You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball. Mike. Alert. 59.
Allen on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And goal to go.
They'll run it with Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Dolphins.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Second down at 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
9 yards. First down, Miami.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Again, the ball carrier.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Brings up 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight.
Field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
28.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle.